Dear American female leaders, dear fellow American feminists, my name is Katerina Voinova. I am Ukrainian who moved to Austin, Texas 3 years ago. I am Ukrainian and I'm carrying now the burden of guilt because I cannot help women of my nation, women of my country, who is facing the uncivilized war on their land, in their houses. At this International Women's Day, the day of celebration of achievements of women in political, economical, cultural sphere, and increasing women's visibility in the world, I wanted to take up the main threats women of Ukrainian nation will be faced now during this war. I wanted to start with situation in general. Recently, one feminist from Ukraine, she helped me to realize what this situation looks like. And I will tell you, and this made everything clear for me. So, what are the relations between Russia and Ukraine? In this relation, Russia is abuser who wants fully control Ukraine, who demonstrates the power, who will not or doesn't want Ukraine to go. Like we are supporting victims of abuse, I ask you to support my country now and Ukrainian women now. Because the only way to stop the abusive relationship is to cut off all the relations, all the connections, and to ask to support the victim everywhere where is possible. In the view of the war in Ukraine, our women, of course, will be endangered in many areas. First, I want just to speak about refugee women. They are alone in European countries. Most of them, they can barely speak English. I'm not telling the languages of the countries on the borders. They are alone with their kids. They need to take care of their kids and to work full-time or even to have 2 jobs, 3 jobs now. So they are economically vulnerable. It can cause their involving to sexual traffic, porn industry, and more other areas we do not want our sisters to be. Also, the big problem now is lack of access to healthcare system because of low income and maybe I would say even inability to understand the doctor who speaks language of the country they are in. I see they will have problems with even contraceptives, pregnancy care, post-miscarriage cares, and I believe they even will face with the unavailability of hygienic products. Also, about women who are in Ukraine now, I would say that economical sectors where women are mostly involved are now already destroyed. Schools are ruined with the bombs, with the missiles, and in our country, teachers are mostly women. Hospitals are ruined now during the war, and in our country, nurses are mostly women. Also, cultural sphere, of course, cultural area, of course, will be destroyed because, like, country will need money for rebuilding, and it will move cultural area to the end of the list of to-do list. Many women will face the threat of sexual crimes in the occupied territories. We clearly understand now soldiers of Russian army, they do not know or they do not respect the laws of war. They are killing children, civilians, and already we have some notices about raping women. Last but not the less important is the obvious lack of economic opportunity to develop social sphere of life, including education on gender equality and programs of women protection. I beg you, my dear friends, I beg female business leaders to organize charity fundraisers in your companies to support programs for Ukrainian women. I beg political leaders, please work on programs how to give maximum help for our women abroad and in Ukraine. And I beg you, my dear friends, feminists all over United States, to find somebody who can organize rallies to support Ukrainian women, somebody who can advise Ukrainians all over United States how we can be useful here, how we can stand together for support and for equality of women all over the world. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support.